they're doing here is obviously digging through the bottom plate into the cement. Then they're gonna hammer a bolt in. See the bolt? And he's gonna knock it down. Put a little bracing in. Get things lined up.
In. Not much. Too much. Out. 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 Nail it.
Wow.
Yeah, get you a ladder. Hold on.
Not a lot of talking going on, just a lot of working. This set was apparently bid for 174 hours. If they get it done in less than 174 hours, they end up with more money in their pocket. It takes more than 174 hours, then they lose money. So these guys are efficient. They know what either one is thinking. They got a system. I'm slowly moving away because the crane is going to bring in another panel. One of the requirements is they have to have all the fill up here on the side so they can work. As you can see, they're getting up and down. And they're really rock and rolling. Yeah. Not a lot of chit chat going on. Just a lot of guys working, getting things done. We'll walk around. Very cool. So we'll watch the wall being brought in. I'm going to keep my distance because of course it's a crane and it is potentially dangerous. I could get hurt, which would be really sad. At least I'd be sad. So we're bringing up the framing, which was done at, well, obviously Wausau Homes in Wausau. You saw that in one of the videos. They're bringing it around. They're sweeping the ground, getting it ready for this. I assume they're going to rotate it. Windows are in there, Calatrava style, meaning they open out, not in. They're swinging it in. You can see how they're avoiding all the pipes, etc. Nicely done wall. I have no idea what he's doing with that wire, but there's a guy at the other end holding on to that string. I would ask questions of them, but they are clearly driving full speed right now. This is not the time to be asking questions. Looks like a chalk string to me, but I'm not a builder. Yep. Making a mark. Yeah. Yep, it's chalk string. All right. This will be a rather lengthy video, but it's kind of fun to see the wall to the master bedroom being put up. Yeah. This would be a great space to sleep early in the morning because there'll be no light penetrating. It'll be like a mole hole, which is good. And then as the day goes on, as the sun, which is over there, goes behind me, it will then stream through the windows. But as my friend Lisa says, there are no perfect homes. Every home you have a desire that you wish you'd done something different. I'm sure that's true for this house as it will be for any other building. You do the best you can with what you got, and hopefully it's a house that suits your needs and you're happy with it. Now gotta look at that. Gotta look at that. They're working at the same time. He's measuring the bolts that are in the bottom in the cement. He's measuring up there, see if they're gonna drop it down, drill the holes, making sure that they're not in conflict with some vertical 2x6, which is what one of the issues was on the other side, where they had to cut out the bolts because the bolts were lined up with the 2x6s. Oh yeah, it's just quite the symphony. This guy's laying down the sealer between the wood, which is green wood on the bottom. You have to have green wood because you can't have regular untreated wood against concrete. It's a no-go, it's a code violation. And so he's putting that little yellow sealer, I'll try to find out what that is, down. Oh yeah, there's no wasted motion with this group. They're not chit-chatting, talking, they're constantly looking. Yeah, well, I guess when you get paid 174 hours to put up the house, you don't want to be pissing away any of your time, because then you're pissing away your profit. So they're highly motivated. That's a nice thing about free enterprise, is that them who work hard get rewarded. Those who don't work hard, well, they don't do well. So you can see him cutting out one of the bolts over there because it's obviously not lined up correctly with the frame above. And normally, since they have a wood foundation, they don't have to be going in the concrete. So this is a little different for the slab. Yeah, looks good. Gonna watch this thing come all the way down and finally be laid down. So anybody who's gonna be contemplating a slab on grade in a Wausau home, you can now have a sense of how this thing is being done. I get to stand here and watch and film because it's my house. I'm not sure anybody else would be able to do that. They probably shush them off the job site. There's a small amount of risk. Obviously that big old heavy frame could fall, could get disconnected from the crane, but I don't think that's an issue here. These guys look very confident in everything that's being done. I did learn that the crane operator is also a crane inspector. So he has multiple talents. So not only does he run cranes, which by the way, at least here it's $140 an hour. From the time the crane leaves the storage area to the time it arrives here and then returns, it's $140 an hour. And apparently Wausau pays for the crane. It's part of the package. And if the crane operator doesn't have to work as long as they expect, Wausau Homes get a refund. And if the crane operator has to spend more time here because of some issues on the job site, Wausau Homes apparently pays for that, which is good. Yeah, I got it on that one bolt sitting right there. Gonna wiggle and jiggle in a line and wiggle and jiggle in a line. And yeah, they're doing the wiggling and jiggling, trying to get it to slide down on that bolt, which they did. Very cool. Well, it's amazing to finally see a house go up. I'm gonna gently walk around the corner, see if I can get a different view. Try to stay away from the overhead stuff, because obviously I don't get hurt. Zoom in a little bit. Probably not a good idea for me to continue to encroach upon their work, since I don't have a hard hat and I'm really not a builder. They're giving me a lot of leeway. So I am going to turn off the recording now because I'm not sure much will be gained by taking any more. Later.